The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. First of all, I just gotta say the title of this is kind of shitty. It's really, really long. It's not really something that sticks in your head. It's kind of difficult to say. It's not very catchy. I don't think they did a good job with titling this film at all. I think it was kind of a shitty choice. But the movie itself is kind of fun, guys, to be honest with you. And it's interesting, and it's totally Nick Cage, guys. This is Nick Cage being Nick Cage, being Nick Cage. And if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. This is a crazy display of Nick Cage at his finest level, guys, at the utmost Nick Cage level. This is some crazy Nick Cage level shit. And if you love him, you love him. If you hate him, you hate him. But this movie was really, really interesting. Let's get into it. Alright, so what's this movie about? It's Nick Cage playing himself. And this is interesting, guys, because if you're a Nick Cage fan, you are getting Nick Cage at the millionth degree, guys. You are getting him at the utmost level of him being himself like crazy, with his exaggerations and his aggressive outward behavior, and just everything he does is so compelling and interesting. I kind of have a like-dislike relationship with him because I think he's compelling. I really think Nick Cage is very compelling. He's very animated. He's very interesting to watch. But at the same time, I kind of think he's shitty at the same time. I kind of think his acting is kind of over the top and shitty. But there's something about it that I'm drawn to, guys. I can't really put my finger on it, but it's something about it that just sucks me in and makes me want to watch more and more of it. It's kind of like an accident where you can't turn away. It's something like that, but I still appreciate what he does for the craft. So it's kind of a weird like-dislike that I have for the guy. But in this movie, he plays himself. He's down on his luck, and this big-time guy named Javi offers him $1 million to come visit him at his compound and just kick it. And he's in debt, so he says, okay, I'm gonna do this. So Nick Cage flies out over to Spain and starts kicking it with Javi, and we get a movie where these two develop a budding friendship. It's really a character piece where these two develop a beautiful friendship with one another, of just fighting all odds and having everything go against them, but at the same time trying to develop this beautiful friendship. And this movie goes from being about one thing to being about another thing towards the middle, to being about something completely different by the end. It's just a roller coaster ride of a film. It's crazy, guys. There are some really eccentric Nicolas Cage moments in this. There is a thing with him, a complex, where he sees a younger version of himself as like his moral compass. And he has some weird things that transpire between him and this younger version of himself that's a CGI construction that you see that is just so strange, guys. There's a moment where, I'm gonna spoil a little something, where he makes out with himself. There are some moments like that throughout this entire movie that are like that. Things that just kind of don't really fit. A lot of comedic moments that were misses, that don't really hit the mark. But there are some moments that are great too. Like he does an audition for this director, and it's a beautiful audition. I thought he did a great job. He does it in front of a bunch of people viewing him doing it, and he does a great job doing it just on a dime. He just starts going into character. And that was beautiful. That was a beautiful moment in the movie. And the friendship he develops with Javi, Pedro Pascal, is also a very beautiful budding friendship that I thought was awesome. Like two friends that could spend years apart without talking or seeing one another and pick it right back up the moment they see each other. It's that type of beautiful friendship. I gotta tell you guys, it was an inspiring movie. It was a lot of fun. I really liked the inside look at Hollywood and Nicolas Cage as himself. I thought that was a lot of fun. And getting Nicolas Cage at the utmost level was also fun, but also, like I said before, I have a like-dislike for it. So sometimes it was kind of a bit of a nightmare. I kind of wanted to cringe. But sometimes I was really appreciating it and enjoyed it a lot. Like when he gets prosthetics put on his face in this one scene of the movie, I thought he was hilarious. I thought he looked so ridiculously goofy, and the way he moved, his mannerisms, it just looked ridiculous and funny, and it was Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage at the utmost level. It was excellent, guys. So what would I rate this movie? I can't give it a creme de la creme. It wasn't the best movie I've ever seen, but I'll give it a creme de la out of a creme de la creme, or a silver rating. It was really enjoyable. I liked the story. I like how it was 3 separate parts that manifest into one overall compilation that was very enjoyable overall. I really liked Nicolas Cage's performance. I thought it was very interesting. It was Nicolas Cage at the utmost level, and I appreciated it. I also disliked it at the same time, so that's why I can't say that it was creme de la creme material. But overall, this was an enjoyable film with a shitty title that I think they should have titled something else, but hey, this is that Nick Cage joint, so he does what he wants. Let me know what you guys think of this movie. I'm really curious to know what you guys think of this if you've seen it. What do you guys think of the title? Let me know in the comment section below if you guys have seen this film. I really want to know what you guys think of it. Alright guys, thanks for watching and make sure to subscribe for more content and reviews. And I'll catch you on the next According to Ash. Stay gold.